from the broadcast studios at Erie High School. It's time for the Erie Tiger Network News.
Good morning, Tigers. Welcome back to the Erie Tiger Network News. I'm Noah Haas.
And I'm Maggie Deacon. Substitute teachers like Mr. King and Miss Bourne ensure uninterrupted learning time in the absence of regular teachers.
I don't know, the students enjoy having conversations, interacting with students.
Almost everyone can agree that Mr. King is an important, helpful asset to the Erie High School classes.
So my career after that was as a pastor, and most of that time as a youth pastor. California and in Boulder. Then I had a nonprofit for a while, wrote some books, did public campus ministry at CU, and helped to write a curriculum for them.
Miss Bourne has not only been a teacher, but she has worked in many different fields and is very interesting.
I still do, actually calligraphy and hand lettering, so that's a job. I'm also a content coordinator for a local magazine. Previously, I worked for a fashion agency, so modeling and that type of thing, and I have a background in social services and music.
Miss Bourne is kind and cares a lot about students.
With the kids, and also how appreciated I always feel at every school I go to.
We really appreciate our hardworking substitute teachers. There were very successful fundraisers last week. Here's Lauren Adams with a story on Wish Week.
Last week, Erie High School hosted their very first Wish Week, a week-long fundraiser in support of the organization Make-A-Wish, which granted wishes of children battling critical illnesses. Throughout the week, the staff, students, and community members expressed their generosity as they got involved and donated.
So what has inspired Erie to be a part of Wish Week is just wanting to work towards something greater than ourselves.
Erie's student government worked hard to make this week special by transforming the school into a spirited place with planned spirit days and posters throughout the hall. The week kicked off with several fundraisers at local restaurants such as Panda Express, Noodles & Company, and Sweets Ice Cream. Every bite counted as a percentage of the proceeds contributed to Erie's fundraising goal. On Thursday, the excitement grew as Erie hosted a fundraiser at Topgolf, where community members and students could come enjoy a few rounds golf, all while contributing to the Make-A-Wish mission. To wrap up this magical week, there was a basketball game on Friday that Make-A-Wish had information, prizes, and a donation station at.
My favorite part was probably like seeing everybody show up at all the events and like seeing all the support we had for this stuff.
And my favorite part was decorating all the hallways with like Disney characters and stuff.
As we wrap up Wish Week, let's carry this momentum forward, remembering the joy of giving and the magic created when we stand together. For the Erie Tiger Network News, I'm Lauren Adams.
Thank you, Lauren. Now let's jump over to Kendall Wahoviak with a story on the spring musical.
This spring, the Erie High School Theater Department is working hard during and after school to put on the musical Catch Me If You Can.
Frank Abagnale Jr., who is a con artist, and at the time he turns 16, he forges a bunch of checks over like $1.5 million and spends a lot of money that he doesn't actually have and gets very far with it.
This marks the 10th year of Erie's theater department being official, so to honor that, they are repeating musicals they have already performed, making this a special performance, especially for Mr. Wright.
Catch Me If You Can was one of my all-time absolute favorite musicals that I've done at Erie High School, so that's why I selected to do it again.
This, however, is not an easy musical. There are complex songs and dance routines, as well as extravagant costumes and sets. As the president of the theater department, Zoe Goldman has a lot to do to make this show a success.
I think this show is really complicated in terms of just like how big of a show it is, and there's just so much going on at once. But I know once we pull it all together, it's going to look really, really cool.
What makes this musical even more special is the student involvement. Senior Samantha Gambon is the head choreographer and is creating all the dance routines.
Just kind of like a bunch of creative processes. It normally happens in my car on the drive to school, so.
After receiving a number of Bobby G's last year, the theater department has high expectations for Catch Me If You Can, and with the sentiment behind choosing this musical, as well as the large role students will have in it, it is sure to be something special. This is Kendall Wahoviak for the Erie Tiger Network.
Thanks, Kendall. And now for some announcements. Valentines from the orchestra and choir department are now on sale. You can visit their tables outside of the office during lunch and/or passing period. Sales end Friday the 9th.
Be sure to tune into the Erie Tiger Network on YouTube to watch live sports broadcasts. Also, be sure to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thanks for watching, Tigers. I'm Noah Haas.
And I'm Maggie Deacon. Have a great day.
That was great. We did it.
Yeah.